to Just Cuz podcast. This is Jay.
This is Katina.
And we are so happy that you are here. Guys, it has been a week and we cannot wait to get back to you guys. I know y'all had a whole bunch of turkey. I know y'all probably had some seafood and some pies, some cake.
Girl, we had all that.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
You hear it. We had it.
So look, now we got to get back with it. We got to get back focused and make it through these next few days because Christmas is going to be on the way. We're going to have to do it all over again.
Sure enough. And you already discussed that thing about the Christmas period. We're going to have to carry that thing on
Come
a little
on
bit.
now.
We got to carry it on a little bit further.
Yes.
Can we please continue the joy? Oh my God.
Please continue the joy. No crickets, guys.
Okay.
Oh my God. So, okay, if you had a birthday this past week, happy birthday to you. My youngest brother had a birthday on December the 2nd. So big shout out to you. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, bro.
Yes. All right, guys. So we are getting ready to get into our mood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And today we are just gonna just give it to you straight, no chaser. We just gonna give you what our mood is.
Okay.
And just go from there.
That's okay, bet.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
You go first. Go ahead.
Okay, so when I think about my mood for this week, I am just in a spirit of just gratefulness.
Ooh,
I feel so grateful. I feel grateful for the space that I'm in, the season that I'm in. I'm grateful for my spouse. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for having life and being able to anticipate what's to come.
That's good.
To look forward to what's to come, even though we don't know, even though some things at times things seem a little uncertain. I just have a spirit of gratefulness and anticipation for what's to come.
I love that.
That's where I am.
That's good. That's sweet. That's sweet. Especially this time of year, Thanksgiving. It's a shame that we only celebrate our Thanksgiving and gratefulness or gratitude one time out of the year. It's really, sense. But nevertheless, at least we do. At least it's noticed. At least it's noticed.
Yeah.
But Jay, I would say my mood right now is motivated. I am motivated right now.
Yeah.
It's so many things that need to get done. I am a goal-oriented type person. So when I write down goals, I try to finish them out to completion. I want to make sure that I can check off the box. And certain things that I write down that are goals throughout the year, I want to make sure that I can complete them. And we're at the tail end of this year. So I have quite a few goals that I still yet have to complete. So I am very motivated right now to get these last few goals, completed that are on my list. Now, I ain't even going to take away from this year and how much, the Lord has blessed and how many goals I've actually achieved. I am, as you said, I am so grateful. I am so grateful that I have actually completed even more than what I actually set out to do, because the Lord just blessed one thing and it turned into another, and he blessed that and it turned to another. So all of that is like a carryover into my motivation. So now I'm like, okay, I got to get the rest of these goals done. I got to take care of this. I got to take care of that. The new year is coming in. And when the new year comes in for me, I'm pumped because we starting a whole new year. We starting over. And if we starting over, I got to dig in, and I got to dig in quick.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to come in last to the party when it comes to the new year and it comes to trying to get things done. We got to go ahead and move with full force, wide open. So I start my year out on 10. I'm not playing, but I end my year on 10. So my mood for today, for this week, for the rest of the year into the next year is motivation. I'm motivated.
Procrastination who? Procrastination where?
I don't even know
We don't even know who
word.
that is. Period.
Don't open the door.
We don't know who that is. Don't let them in.
Don't open that door.
We're not doing that.
You can't get nothing done.
You tried it? Okay. Mm-mm. So yeah. So again, guys, you got to do that temperature check. You got to check in with your people. Check and
Yes.
see how they're feeling.
Please
Check
do.
and see and make sure that they are okay, especially in this season. Pay attention to your people and those that are around you. All right, guys. Here we come with that WWYD. We coming with that WWYD. What would y'all do? This has been y'all favorite. This is our favorite, and we are very excited.
Mm-hmm. Here comes the fun.
Here comes the fun. Okay. And like we said before, we're going to start doing this on live too, more real time, because we do have a lot that we're filtering through. So here we go.
Let's
This
see it.
is from Nicole.
Nicole. Okay. I wonder about Noah.
Hey, Nicole. Right. I mean, so it's funny because I be thinking that. I was like, do I know who this
Right.
is for
Every
real?
time. Every time.
Like, and then I don't want to go and look at the picture,
Right.
like at the pictures in the email, because I'm like,
No.
like, let's keep it mysterious and everything.
Yeah.
So just leave it the way it is.
That's right.
But
I don't want to draw a conclusion just because I know you.
Yeah, absolutely not. So we intentionally do things so that you get the most genuine, authentic, you know, piece of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even really look at it until we get ready to do it. So
That's
here
right.
we go.
It's too many though, Jay.
It's too many. So here we go. Nicole. Hey, Nicole, girl. Okay, I am raising a 14-year-old, and this is different. We bump heads on everything, and I cannot understand the language or the way of talking. I want to find a better way to communicate, and I want to understand her. I know we may not listen to the same music or dress the same. I was prepared for that part. I'm not prepared for the disconnect and the radio silence that I received. I have to ask questions like I'm a detective. Please help. Wow.
Nicole.
Yeah, Tina, I'm going to let you take this first because you are the parent.
Oh, wow, Nicole. Nicole. Well, first thing I'm going to tell you is that you are not the only one in this fight. It's probably 90% of parents go through this same exact stage because the kids are growing, they're becoming more independent. They want you to realize it. But I understand exactly where you're coming from. And I will tell you that, so I have 2 boys, and I went through that with the both of my boys, and they're close together in age. So the biggest thing I can remember going through each of the stages, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be really transparent right now. It was certain things that I went through with my oldest son. And I remember saying, there is no guide. There is no book for this. What am I supposed to do? Girl, I can remember calling my mama and saying, I don't know what to do. What in the world am I supposed to do? And she would just tell me, just stay calm. Just continue to talk to them. Just continue to give them their space. So, my mom, she would give me advice. But the thing that I really learned with dealing with these teenagers, because they're coming into their own, what I learned is that they do want to feel as if you trust them, for one. Because if you're asking a lot of questions, they start feeling like, why are you prying so much? You're in my business. It's the whole slam the door, all that type stuff or whatever. But I mean, as a parent, and I'm not one of those, I was never a parent that was very lenient. I was strict on my boys. Why? Because I have boys. I have young Black men. I have boys that were going to grow up to be Black men. So I was very strict when it came to my boys. But at the same time, with me being strict, I was very open with them. So they knew that they could come to me to talk to me about anything. And if they didn't feel safe talking to me, like I said, I had created a force with my husband and also with my mom. Because my mom, being the grandmother is going to see to those kids and do whatever it is that they want. And sometimes the kids feel a lot safer when it comes to dealing with certain situations or talking about certain situations. So if they didn't feel safe talking to me, I gave them the space to feel safe to talk to dad or to talk to their grandmother. So that ended up, when I tell you that was a lifesaver for me, that was a lifesaver. But I also, like I said earlier, I gave them the space that they needed to grow. And I started to show them that I trusted them. That made a huge difference for them to feel as if they were trusted. Once they began to feel like they were trusted, they were easier to open up to me, to want to talk to me, to want to deal with me a whole lot more. But I'm going to tell you, like I said, I was a strict parent. So I would make sure that I laid the rules down. So even though I'm here, I'm here for you to talk to and all that stuff. I'm your mother. I'm not your friend. So I still require the same respect as a parent. So when you come to me to talk to me, don't come talking to me sideways. But if you talk to me like if you want to be treated as a young adult or as an adult, then talk to me in that manner. And I would give them and show them that respect. We went through, some times. And that's something for you to, I just like to give you the heads up, but you already know it. You're already experiencing it. And yes, sometimes it does get tougher along the way as they get older, because they start hitting all these different situations in life. But you have to remember that you were also a kid too at one time. You were also their age at one time. So the things that you experienced, you need to take those things into account as well, especially in the conversation that you have with these children. Now, we call them children, but we'll call them young adults. When you're talking to them, you want to have keep that in mind and also show respect at the same time.
So, Nicole, I don't have any children, so I'm just going to, I guess, give you like a auntie perspective.
We love aunties. Aunties come through and save the day.
like a bonus parent perspective or something, because I do have nieces and I do have nephews. So your daughter is at a very, very interesting age. 14. I know I'm still a child, but I also am coming into like my own ideas, my different things that I hear when I'm outside of the house that may not really correspond with what's happening in the house or what have you. So I'm having to filter through when I'm having to like really understand what my identity is, or understand what my perspectives and my thoughts and stuff are, and kind of channel that, and also understand that I live in your house.
Right.
And you are my mama.
Right.
You are my daddy. And I'm just in a weird space because I'm coming into, like Katina said, this young adulthood, and just trying to understand what that looks like. And yes, I can understand it is different. I can understand that you don't understand the way of talking. Baby, if you hear me with my nephews, you would be like, what? Because I don't understand. I have to say, what does that even mean?
I'm saying, tell me.
Yes.
I don't even understand some of the slang in the terms right now.
Like, what does that mean? And I'm looking at them like, break that down.
Right. Right.
And I think that a beautiful part of this is that you said, I want to find a better way to communicate, and I want to understand her. That is the beautiful part, because you're saying that I want to be able to take some type of approach that is going to help us to meet like midway.
That's good, Jay.
Like, I think that is beautiful. And it may be a situation to where, she has a journal, you have one. Y'all might have to swap. Like, swap, and she knows you're gonna read hers, and you know that she's gonna read yours.
That's good. That's good for girls. That's good for girls.
That's gonna help you to be able to communicate. And you have to say, look, this is not a judgment zone. I am trying to understand. I'm trying to be what I need to be with you. Understanding, like Tina said, I am your mother, and that will never change. And she knows that. She knows that her mother is going to stay her mother, and she can come to her mama for what she needs and everything.
That's right.
However, she goes out into this world. What is it? 7, 8 hours, however many hours it is a day. When you go to school, you're around all these different people. They're not raised the way you are.
Right.
There are things that they may be introduced to, or she may hear that she may not be familiar with because it may not be talked about at the house or whatever. So she has to decipher through and see what this is, what that is. But you also want it to be a space where she can say, "Mom, somebody said da 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 da. What does this mean? What is that?"
That's right.
Because you want her to be able to again trust you, just as you want to trust her.
Right.
And so no one else outside of your household that is a complete stranger or that she comes in contact with should know your child better than you do.
That's right, Jay. That's right, Jay. That's good.
And so I would say, I know you said that you're comfortable with, we don't listen to the same music. We don't dress the same or whatever. But I think it's beautiful to have a level of respect there for your child, and then to also have those boundaries. When you set boundaries, that helps you to be able to communicate better because okay, we're not gonna cross this line, or we're not gonna go here, or what have you.
That's right.
But I also have friends as parents that don't have like any boundaries as it relates to what they talk about, and they do that because they said that they don't want to
get the information on the outside.
Yeah, to get the information on the outside.
That's good. I would rather them know the truth and they get it from me because I don't need to teach them the bad stuff because they're going to learn all the bad stuff on the outside. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So, and like I said, I don't have any children. However, I feel like when you're in a family and when, your sister, your brother, your loved ones, your in-laws or whatever, they have children, they all become your children. You are a village. And so what you give them, they're going to get different things from different people, but they have to know that they have that support. They have to know that it doesn't matter. Like I can talk to my auntie.
That's right.
And also you as a mother, as a parent, have to know that, it's good if you talk to this one, or it's good at that one, because they're going to mirror basically what you would say anyway.
Exactly.
Just maybe in a different way. And so I think, like Katina said, it is very good to have those outlets. She set it up with her mom. She set it up with her husband. She set it up with support outside of her, so that her boys knew who to go to and that they could talk to him.
Right.
But the other part about it too is, Nicole, I just say pay attention. Sometimes you don't even have to say a word. Just pay attention and start reading her body language.
That's good, Jay.
Start listening to her body language and those things that she don't say. I used to say all the time that silence is so loud.
It is.
Silence is very loud.
That's good.
I know that you said,
girl, that's profound. I like that.
I know that you said sometimes you talked about the disconnect and that she goes radio silent. But there's a lot that she is saying in that silence. And so it's something that you have to learn because everybody is different. Your child is not the same as somebody else's child, but it helps to be able to have someone that is familiar and going through the same things that you're going through. So maybe you have friends that have a teenager. Maybe you got family members that got a teenager.
That's right.
And y'all can brainstorm and talk with one another because look, I taught school. The kids I taught is different from the kids that I've experienced now.
I heard that.
I don't know if it's post-COVID. I don't know what it is.
Different.
But it's different. And Katina and I have talked about something that we're going to implement soon with the generation, with the teenagers, because we want to know what they need.
Right.
We want to know what the disconnect is.
They're our leaders. We need to know.
We got to figure it out.
We got to figure out. We got to fill the gap. Got to fill the gap.
Because we don't want them to fall through the gap.
That's right. That's right. I mean, Jay, kudos to what you said. You said, like, to everything you said, but you brought up the point that Nicole said, we don't listen to the same music, we don't do these same things, but understand that you being the parent, even though right now you don't listen to the same music, your child is watching you as a model. Later on down the line, it's just like us. You look at us now. The music that we didn't like back in the day when we were kids, what do we listen to now? What your parents listen to?
Yes.
So we're models. So we're still models. So even though you think that that is a division or divide, it really truly isn't. It's leading. It's leading. So that's a part of our responsibility as the parent. So she might not have an understanding right now because their dialect is different. So she doesn't have an understanding of, you know, who you are as an adult, because as adults, we just old and boring. You know, in the kids' mindset, we're just old and boring.
Parents don't understand.
Yeah, we don't know. You let them tell it. We don't know nothing. You let them tell it. But we are truly growing them and leading them and molding them for their future and who they are later on down the line. So don't worry yourself because we don't listen to the same music and stuff like that now. Don't worry yourself about stuff like that. Those are things that you learned over time and how you matured, and they will end up doing the same thing. But the only reason that I bring that back up is because I want you to understand that that makes no difference. It's like, and it's really a growing tool. It's really a point of maturity that you're actually teaching them. So don't feel any kind of way when it comes to that. Jay, you also said something else. You were talking about how you could use the aunties, you know, as the outlet and things like that. Yes, that's exactly what we did. We set up, like, I had it set up like camp. Like, if you can't, and I made sure that I told my boys, if you feel like you can't talk to me, then you need to go and talk to somebody else. Yes, I'm your mom. And you might not want to discuss certain things with me, especially you being a boy, you being a male, you might want to discuss it with your dad. That's understood. I get that. So you leave that space open for them to be able to do that. And when you do that, they start realizing what conversations to tailor with who. And it's a part of them maturing as well. They start to learn, okay, I can't deal with this person in this type of way. I can't deal with that person in this type of way. That, like I said, that's a growing tool.
Yeah, and one thing about it too is, Nicole, you have to realize too that you're meeting your 14-year-old for the first time, but your 14-year-old is meeting you for the first time too, because this is the first time that you've had to parent a 14-year-old.
A 14-year-old.
This is the first time that you've had to navigate this space.
That's good,
like.
Jay. God bless you.
Yeah, she is no longer 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
She no longer
and you can't look at her that way.
Yeah.
You have to respect the age that she's at.
You have to change the lens that you're looking through.
That's good.
Because if you change the lens that you're looking through, then it's going to help you to better tailor, like Katina was saying, better tailor how you respond and how you interact with her, because you can't respond the way you responded when she was 6, 7, 8.
That's
9,
right,
10.
Jay.
You can't respond the
same way. Come on, Jay.
You can't reprimand the same way.
That's right, Jay.
It has to be a situation to where you say, okay, look, she just said something that probably shocked the out of you.
and they will.
And you gotta take it.
Yeah.
You gotta say, okay. Well, come on, baby, let's unpack this.
Right.
Like,
that's right.
Like, what is this? Let's work through it together.
Right.
Because nobody is expecting you to have an answer, sweetheart. This is new.
Yes.
Nobody's expecting you to have the answers. And like Katina said, nobody gave a guide.
No. The only guide is your Bible. But I'm going to tell you, but when you in the thick of things, gracious, I reckon.
You also need your notebook.
Ooh, you need a notebook.
You need a notebook.
You need a notebook.
And you got to tailor that thing for your child.
You sure do.
You don't know how many times I hear my sister-in-law, and I've even watched them, like in her particular, but I watched them. She got 3 boys. She don't deal with them the same way.
No, they're not the same.
They are not the same. So what would handle one, She doesn't handle the other one.
That's right, Jay.
She might can say this one to that one.
That's right.
But this
it don't take that.
Yeah, it don't take all that.
That's right.
I can just do this and that. And of course, they're still young, but she has one that's, getting older. And something happens when they start getting 10 and up. Like, they coming into
that's
themselves.
That's that preteen stage.
Yeah, they coming into themselves. And they like, got their own ideas.
They do.
And everything else.
They do.
And one thing about it is you don't want to kill her spirit.
That's right.
You don't want to kill her spirit.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, and you don't want to kill or stifle her coming into her own, her identity. And so, so the thing about it is, like I said, new territory. You got to come up with new innovative things that's going to help you along the way. Like Post-it notes. I'm one for a Post-it note and a pen.
That's good.
You leave it around the house.
That's cool.
You don't have to be a detective.
That's cool.
If it's something that you want to know or whatever, write it down.
Right. Because she's going to find it.
She's going to go.
She's going to find it. She's going to
yeah. And that would provoke her to either come and talk to you about it or bring it to you. Just set different things that's different and innovative, so that you can make this space and this time fun.
That's good, Jay. And like you said something earlier, but I will piggyback off of something else about having the communication, still continue to spend time together. Even though they're growing and they're aging out of, some stages of their lives, still continue to spend time with them, because what you don't realize or what we don't pay close attention to is that spending time with them, even though they're getting older, they still love mom. Yeah. They still love dad. They still want that time. Because if you shut off your time and you shut off your communication and your love for them, you think that they're not going to act out. That's why a lot of kids act out. So continue to spend time with your daughter, whether it's y'all just go out to the movies or do whatever. Ask her what she wants to do. If it's, that y'all like to go shopping together, because those are the type of things that keep you close. I mean, me with my mom, that's what we did. We spent a lot of time together, and it made me feel safe and secure that I could tell her anything. I felt like I could tell her anything.
And those times, those spaces should be non-negotiable.
That's right.
They're non-negotiable.
That's right, Jay.
Like we got a date.
That's right.
And if it's at the house, then you need to pick 2 movies.
That's it, Jay.
Or whatever. We need to get this popcorn.
That's
we need to get these chips. It's whatever. And we need to spend some time together. And if you have multiples, if you have multiple children, they need their own special date time with you.
They do.
They need their own isolated time with you. And then y'all can do something as a whole.
That's right.
But
good. I'm glad you said, and then go back and do something as a whole, because it is still important to bring the whole family together, because you don't want a lot of times there's sibling issues, and it's because they feel like you spend more time with one than the other. So when you bring them together, you go ahead and you did that. You don't have to worry about that. So I'm glad you said that. Give them their individual time and also give them their time together. So now we're going to run this whole thing together. We all going to have fun together. We used to do like game nights. Yeah. We would get together and do like Monopoly, and the boys were into video games. So even though I don't play video games like that, it ain't like I didn't when I was a kid. So I understand that. So I get on the video game. We still to this day, my boys are 20 and 22 years old. Still to this day, every so often, if you think we ain't having a Mortal Kombat challenge, we doing it. And I'm whooping their tail every time, and they get mad every time because I told them, I was like, y'all don't know about this. I came first. Even whooping daddy. But yeah, I mean, it's really important. Like, make sure that you do activities individually with your child, and also combine, as a family, or with all the siblings, even if it's just you, because I don't know if the father is in the life or not, but it doesn't make a difference, because love is a love.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, so a friend of mine, and I got a few, but he takes his daughter on dates.
That's so cool.
And that's dope. That's their day of the week, and they go on a date.
That's dope.
And they do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, I like that.
Or whatever the case, and it's vice versa.
Right.
So the son, go out with the son.
Right.
Mom does the same thing. And
That's
you
dope.
mentioned if you're a one parent household, that's okay because you got family members that are
That's
support.
right.
And you can ask, I'm pretty sure you can ask an uncle, a
That's
brother,
right.
or something. You know what?
That's right.
Can you pick a day? Can you spend time?
That's good.
Because there may be some things that he may want to talk to you about that he can't talk to me about.
That's good, Jay.
And he don't feel comfortable with it. So can you do that for me?
Mm-hmm.
Can that be all day? Can you know?
That's dope.
And even for the single parent, that's a male,
Mm-hmm.
and you got children, and you got a daughter, you got a homegirl, you got.
That's right.
You got a
sister,
somebody that
mom.
that can go and take that baby out.
Yeah, that's good.
And spend that time. And you don't know how refreshing it is for them. Because what the worst thing to feel is though you are not wanted and there is no one that has time for you, mm-hmm. and there is no space for you.
Right. That's where the acting out comes from. That's where it comes from. A lot of these kids, they start feeling like they're neglected. But you mentioned something else. You mentioned something about watching the body language. That's important. Mm-hmm. And I want to touch on that really quick. If you are a parent, period, watch your kids' body language. Yeah. That is one of the best pieces of advice that Jay just said on this show. Make sure that you are watching their body language because their body language is going to tell you a lot mm-hmm. about what's going on in their life. Mm-hmm. Just like Jay says, if they get silent, then you need to put your ear to the wall a little bit harder. Yeah. You need to make sure that you're checking it, do a temperature check.
Yeah.
Because these kids, they go through a whole lot. So we say, just like you said, we don't do these same things and we're not on the same level. We don't have the same dialect. Right. But also you just have to remember that they're going through what adolescents go through and young adults go through. Mm-hmm. So it's important that you make sure that you're checking the temperature. Yeah. Make sure that you're watching the body language. I mean, just to make sure that everything is good, everything is cool. Because sometimes we can mistaken them not wanting to deal with us and fool with us because they're actually going through something. Because these kids go through depression. Yeah. They go through all kinds of things. I mean, kids are mean. Let's just say it. Kids are mean.
They are.
They can really cut when it comes to the things that they say and pick on you and things like that. So it's important that you also read the body language. Jay, that was good. That was good.
I mean, I can remember like when I was in school and like there was some, bullying or picking at me or whatever.
No, they didn't pick on Jay.
Yes, they did, girl.
Ooh, they mad now.
Yeah, they real mad.
I see them now.
But yeah, and if I did not have my family, mm-hmm. like my cousins, it's a lot of us. Mm-hmm. If I didn't have my cousins, if I didn't have my uncles validated us every chance they got.
That's what's
my
up.
Mom's brothers. Every chance they got, they were, hey, beautiful, hey, this,
that's
hey, that, like all the time. It's to the point now that my cousins, like the male cousins in my family, and it's one in particular, every time he see you, don't matter who it is, he telling them what, hey, beautiful.
That's
hey,
right.
Gorgeous, hey, like
they're treating you, they are showing you the queen and the princess that you are. I love that.
And I think that's beautiful. And I was going to give the suggestion to Nicole. It's new uncharted territory. You got a refrigerator. You can put one of the little whiteboards on the refrigerator.
Oh,
put
cool.
some markers, dry erase markers on the side. I told you I used to teach.
The teacher's coming out.
One color represents that you're feeling amazing. Another color may say, I'm okay. Another color may say, I need you.
Oh my God, Jay, that's so good.
Or another color may say, I need time.
That is so good, Jay. Oh my gosh.
And if she puts up that she needs time, you allow her the space and the time and allow her to come to you. If she has not come to you in 24 hours, like I said, you got to create these boundaries.
That's right.
If she has not come to you in 24 hours, then you go to her and you let her know.
That's right.
That's the way this is going to go.
That's right.
Because I'm your mama. I love you. I'm always going to be here for you. And I need you to know that if it's hard for you to come to me, I'm going to come to you.
That's right. Oh my gosh, Jay, that is so good. And you would be surprised. I mean, I know like with our culture, sometimes we can hold back a lot, and we kind of cover up a lot of things and kind of bury things, but you would be surprised how much that would probably work.
Yeah.
I feel like because it's very freeing.
Mm-hmm.
You give them the opportunity to come when they want to. I find that's a great idea. That's a great idea. I love that, Jay.
And the thing about it is you're essentially saying that I'm giving you the space to grow into who you are. And I am also respecting, because I've set boundaries. You've been following my rules and everything for all this time. That's now I recognize that you're in the space to where you may have some boundaries, or you may need just a little bit more, respect, or I need to pay a little bit more attention to, where you are in this space and time. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be arguing. You don't want to start fighting. You don't want to just disrespect the fact that she is a human, and she is coming into her own. This is a way for you to still have control. This is a way for you to still put that hedge of protection and love around her.
That's good.
To say like, I got you.
That's right. That's good, Jay. That's good. But not only are you doing all of those things, but you are teaching them something that's very important right now. And it seems like sometimes when you look at like the generations now, it looks like it's lacking a little more than what it used to be, but you're teaching them self-control and discipline.
Yes.
I think that's oh my gosh, that's an awesome idea. I wish I would have did it. I wish I would have did it. Just put a board up and said, look, just let me know what you feeling, and we'll deal with it when you're ready. Come on.
Sometimes you gotta walk away. My oldest nephew, the approach is always different than it is with the younger ones, because he has come into his own.
There you go.
Like he got one more year left, and it's like I looked at him over the holiday, and I'm looking at him like, oh my God, he is becoming a man. Like, what is happening?
That's crazy. So quick.
Yeah, so fast. And so it's just like, I can't take the same approach that I used to take, and
that's good.
Yeah, you can't do the same thing, but I'm going to ask the questions.
That's right.
You might not want to answer. You might look at me sideways, but I'm going to ask.
That's right. But you know what? In the same tone, you are also teaching yourself how to treat them as they grow. You're teaching yourself how to dialect and how to show respect to them as they grow. We can't, like Jay said earlier, we can't always look at them as little children. So as they get older, you can't keep coming to them in the same way.
No.
They're going to continue to get older. Just like you age, they're going to age. And when they get to the age and they're like 25 years old, you can't come to them and talk to them like they're 18. They're not going to accept that. They're not going to receive that.
No.
And you start seeing a lot of the kids separating themselves from their families because the families don't understand how to talk to them. They lack the respect that they should receive.
Yeah.
The same respect that you want, you need to make sure that you give to them at that age as they're aging out, as they're getting older.
I
like that, Jay.
You also are preparing them to have healthy relationships with other people.
Ooh, that's good.
Because as they get older,
this is a therapy session.
Right.
Ooh, that's good.
As they get older, like they gonna have girlfriends, they gonna have boyfriends. They probably already do, and you might not know about it.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. But the thing about it is, you're teaching them how other people are supposed to handle them respectfully.
Yes.
And we talked about it before. We teach people how to treat us.
Yes, we do.
And so nobody can come at them talking to them sideways and cussing them out, calling them out their name.
They know value.
All these things because they know who they are.
That's right. They know their value.
They know how they're supposed to be handled. And they in turn will handle that girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it is, they're going to handle them the appropriate way.
That's right. That's so good.
Because you set the tone. You set the foundation. And trust and believe, Nicole, just like when we was growing up, we always go back to what our mama said.
That's right.
My mama said, da, 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 da. And I remember my granddaddy used to say,
that's right.
And my grandma. Yeah, you go back to it, but it takes you some time to get there. Because when you out here in this big world, you start to pull on those things. You start to pull on those crumbs on those meaty conversations
That's
that
right.
you had with different family members.
That's right.
To kind of shape the course of your life and to help you make sound clarifying decisions.
That's good.
To help you along your way.
That's good. Jay, I feel like you've been a counselor on today. Good gracious. This has been a therapy session.
We coach here and there. We do what we do.
That was good, though.
Oh, my God. We ain't even got to the meat yet, y'all.
Oh, my gosh. We're just on WWYD.
We're just on WWYD. But it's okay. That was a good one, Nicole. You sparked the whole conversation.
You did.
That was real and amazing. All right. So today, we're going to talk about work-life balance. This is our main topic, and it's probably, not going to be as long as it has been because we really went in just then.
We did.
And we
don't want to lose you.
Yeah, we don't want to lose you. We had to do what we needed to do. So work-life balance. We'll go ahead and talk about this, and we'll probably pick it up next time too. Because like I said, we and times like this, like we do things real time. So Nicole needed a little bit extra. So if she needed a little bit extra, then we gave her what she needed.
That's right.
And so we can pivot, we can shift. This is our show, team.
We can do what we want to.
We can do what we want to do, how we want to do it.
If we want to talk for it, talk for 30 minutes to Nicole, then that's what we're going to do.
That's what we did. It is what it is.
But it was good information.
It really was.
Regardless of how long it took, it was good information. And I hope that somebody can glean something from all that was said, even not just Nicole, but maybe the other listeners. I hope that they can really, truly glean something because, we look at each other like, we don't have, like, we're not going through the same things.
Right.
Somebody else is going through the same thing. They just hadn't asked the question.
There it is. And that's why we wanted to even do this segment, and we wanted to even offer this space for you to just anonymously, just your first name. We don't know who you are. Nobody knows who you are, but we need you to know that you're not the only one in this situation. We need you to know that you can get some advice, some sound advice, something that's going to help you, something of value, something that is edifying so that you can move forward in your life.
That's good.
Right?
Love it.
All right. Work-life balance.
That's important. And I believe we get ready to step on our own toes, Jay.
Girl.
But it's necessary.
My feet already hurt.
What you talking about? Oh my gosh. Toes just jammed up. Well,
I have a problem with this.
I do too, Jay. I do. I'll say I do, but I work hard at it. Yeah. So when you talk about the whole self-evaluation from last time, it is one of the things that I know that it is my weakness and I work hard at it. But I work hard at it because I want to make sure that I maintain a happy atmosphere in my home. I mean, it's good to have goals, just like we talked about earlier. And I said, I'm like, my mood is motivation and I'm goal oriented. It's good to have goals and it's good to work hard, to put in, to put it all in, you don't want to leave anything on the table. That's good. But at the same time, there needs to be a balance. It's just like the salt with the pepper. It's like the sweet with the sour. Yeah. I mean, there has to be a balance, Jay.
Well, I mean, I totally agree. Like I told you, I struggle with this. Like, I am a workaholic, especially when I am focused.
She is.
I am very ambitious.
She is. It can be 10:30 at night, and I'd be like, Jay. And she gonna send a text because it was on her mind. Yeah. But that's just who she is.
And I struggle with it because, like I said, I don't have any kids, but I'm married. And it is very important that you take care of home first. It's very important that you put your mate before.
Yes.
Like you have to put them first.
Yes.
Because they're supposed to put you first.
That's right.
And so it's not okay. And I am working through this, guys. I am working through this. I have even given myself cutoff hours, and I always go beyond it.
As you should.
Like, I am.
That's okay. I just block her. I will not respond to the text. And then she'll send me some crazy emoji.
Yeah.
But that's just Jay. That's just Jay, a workaholic.
It's that, like, I really have to really work on this. And the bad part about it is I have a lot of different tools and things. Like I said, establishing that work is at work. Right. Even though a lot of us work from home, there has to be somewhere separate. If it's a separate room, shut the door.
That's right.
Shut the door when you leave.
That's right.
Cut it off. Don't bring it out of that room. Mm-hmm. Leave it in that room. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of difficult for me because I work all over the house. But but that's the reason why I say you have to have office. Give yourself office hours.
That's you better.
Yeah, give yourself
and a schedule.
Office hours and a schedule. And I'm gonna work on this at this time because time management is key.
It is.
Your work-life balance, time management is your friend.
It
is your tool to prosperity.
It is your tool to prosperity. You better have some cutoff times, and you need to have work hours just like say for instance, you run your own business. Mm-hmm. And just like me and Jay, we run our own businesses. Okay. So it's easy for people to think because we run our own businesses that we are super flexible to their time. Not so. We are not flexible to other people's time. Just like you go to a job or someone goes to a job and they clock in and they clock out. Yeah. They have to clock in to get the work done. They clock out so that they can shut everything off. And then they go home and they spend time with their families. And it's the same thing for us as business entrepreneurs. Yeah. We have to do the same thing. We have to shut things off. We have to turn things down, because if we don't, all we can think of, we have no enjoyment with our life and our families. And it's important. You cannot neglect what is your reason for doing what you do. When you begin to neglect the reason for what you do, then why are you doing what you do?
Yes.
So you have to be really careful, and you have to make sure that balance is there. You don't want things to be ugly on the home front, and then you can't even concentrate to get things right in business. Because if you think that the home front can't reflect in business, it can. Because if you're frustrated and you're off your game because you didn't spend the time that you should have spent, and whatever it created, whatever issue in the home front, it can reflect in your business. And I know people try to say, no, you got to separate the two. Yes, that is what you are supposed to do, but it is easy because of emotion to allow those things to control other areas that they don't have access, they shouldn't have access to. I mean, so it's important. It's really important. You have got to have that balance there that says, okay, this time only belongs to, and like like Jay say, we are married. So this time belongs to our spouses.
Yes.
I can't deal with you. Don't come, family. Don't come knocking at my door. Don't come calling me at 10 o'clock. My workout, just like you got work hours, I got work hours too. So when you come to me, calling me at 8 o'clock at night, I shut down at 6 o'clock. No, I'm not going to answer your call. I'm sending you the voicemail. Why? Because I'm spending time with my family just like you did when you clocked out and you went to spend time with your family. And don't call me thinking that I'm going to stop eating my dinner. I am not about to stop eating my dinner so that I can talk to you about stuff that's business. And family, this is another thing. I know this ain't supposed to turn into no rant, but I'm going to say it though. This is another thing. If you got a personal line and you got a business line, don't you call me on my personal line talking about some business. I am not going to do it.
That's true.
If you family, I'm going to hang up on you.
Yeah, because I'm
going to hang up on you.
Because that goes back to like those boundaries. And I don't care what job you have. And I know that it's a lot of jobs where you save people's lives and all this stuff. No job should have 24-hour access to you. You should not be on 24-hour call for nobody.
You don't give Jesus that much time. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? You better not. I'm sorry. I just had to say it.
I have been in that position before.
Right.
Where I have allowed someone or allowed people to have 24-hour access to me.
Girl.
I mean, even from like artist management and all that, 24-hour access, that is just That's
No.
unreasonable.
Yeah, that's
And
unreasonable.
it's unethical. And so the thing
Your
about
kids
it
don't even
is-
have access
Yeah.
like that. They get up and go to school. You don't see them about 8 hours. And here you come, girl, bye.
And don't get me wrong, like an emergency is an emergency. So an
Right.
emergency is an emergency,
Right.
and that's fine.
Mhm.
But baby, respect me and respect my time.
That's right.
Because if you want me to respect you and respect your time, it's not one-sided.
That's right.
It don't go that way for you and not that way for me, because I'm in a place of service to you.
Right.
Like
That's
that,
good.
it
That's
doesn't
right.
work that way. So you balance your work here,
Right.
leave it there.
That's right.
You balance your life here, and you keep it there.
That's right. That's right, Jay.
Leave the work there, but you keep your life
That's
here.
right. I like that. Leave and keep. Leave and keep.
Leave it, keep it.
Ooh, that's
keep
good.
your life here.
That's good.
And then you balance, because God is
That's
your
good.
balance. God
Yes,
is going
He
to
is.
balance the rest.
Won't He do it?
Work-life balance.
Won't He do it? Well, dang. I mean, ain't nothing else left to be said after that. Work-life
look,
balance.
Period. We did it.
Period.
All right. Well, like I said, if we need to, we're going to pick it back up next time, because we got a few things that we do want to share with you, talk with you about, help you through all of those different things as well. So it's more to come.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We about to hit that food for thought. We about to hit that food for thought.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Here we go.
So a food for thought for this week. Here's your food for thought for this week. Cousins, family, understand that you are doing an amazing job.
That's good, Jay. Encouraging.
You are doing awesome. You get up every single day and you do what you need to do for yourself, for your family, for your job, for just even people that you don't even know. You are doing amazing. So if somebody hadn't told you that you are a rock star, if somebody hadn't told you that you are one of God's divine, like if somebody hadn't told you that you are really working things out and you are crushing it every single day, I want to tell you that today. And sometimes you have to minister to yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes
I was going to say it, girl.
Talk to yourself.
I was going to say it.
Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to push yourself through. And that's what the food for thought is today. And for the rest of the week and for the rest of this year. Because Tina, she threw that in there. She know we ain't got that long. But anyway, for the rest of this year and for the rest of your life,
that's good.
Encourage yourself. When you wake up in the morning, have a conversation with you. You can look in the mirror, or you can just have it if you don't want nobody else to hear you, because God is even in our thoughts.
Yes,
so
He
you
is.
don't want nobody else to hear you. You encourage yourself. You tell yourself how beautiful you are. You tell yourself how you are rocking and knocking things down and beating the statistics every day. Like you are doing your big one. That's what I want to leave for food for thought.
That's what's up. I'm just going to piggyback just off of that, because why in the world would I even try to change that? I mean, that was perfect. I mean, the only thing that I'm going to say and add to that is just in you doing all of that stuff, I say it all the time. Make sure that you're putting God first in your life. Believe Him and trust in whatever it is He tells you that He's going to do. When I tell you that your faith is the key to unlocking all your blessings, your faith is the key. Just trust and believe that God is going to do any and everything that He's told you that He's going to do. He's not a man that He would lie. Just trust Him. Trust Him in His word. And when you're trusting Him, like she said, continue to encourage yourself, even if it looks like it tarries. Continue to encourage yourself that God is coming through for you. And if you don't have a relationship with the Lord, I honestly and earnestly beseech you and tell you, try Him and see if He ain't good.
Just
the word says, taste and see that He is good.
Just
try Him, because I promise you He's going to show up. I promise He's going to show up in the midst of anything. in the midst of the good, in the midst of the bad. And I would rather have him than not to have him.
Mm-hmm.
Just try him. Just try him. Keep him first and foremost, and always remember that whatever he said he's going to do is it's going to come to pass, that it's going to happen. Even though the vision tarries, the Lord is still going to come through on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to encourage yourself, continue to push forward, continue to move. God's going to do it. Stay in good faith and stay focused.
Because what do you have to lose?
Not a thing. Not
But
with the Lord.
so much to gain.
So much to gain. Girl,
Because even
on
if
it
you
today.
don't know him,
Even
what
if
do
you don't know,
have
that's
to-
right.
What do you have to lose?
That's right.
It can't be going great.
You only have gain.
Yeah.
If you don't know him and you try him, you only have to gain.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. And we're not telling you something because somebody told us. We tell you what we have lived and what we know. So take this food for thought, baby. Eat on it. Like, get your nourishment from it.
Chew it.
Chew it.
Chew it good.
Chew it. If you got too much of it, share it.
Please do.
Come on, please share it.
Please do. Just, you can click the button and share.
Period. Click the button and share. All right, guys. So we love y'all and thank y'all so much for being with us, for spending time with us, to taking time out of your busy schedule to give us about an hour or so. Like, we appreciate you. And again, we appreciate you. So if you want to send in for that WWYD,
do it.
DM us. We're on all social media platforms. We are streaming on all streaming platforms. And you can email us.
Yes, you can.
JustCuz, JUSTCUZ 80s 80s
Give it to
at
OJ.
gmail.com.
We're looking for your responses. We're looking for your inquiries. We're looking for your comments. We're looking for your feedback.
And look for our logo everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
So just click on it, listen to us, share us, like it, and we want to hear back from you. All right, guys. Live,
laugh,
and love.